Guys, so we hit 3 out of 5 on Thursday night. Not bad. I'd take a little green over a little red any day, but I'm looking to crush it this Sunday. I got a few games I'm really looking to go over, and I got 11 plays here that I think are just going to crush it this week. So, first game I want to look at is the Vikings and the Bucks. And one thing you need to look at are the Bucks' last few games and how many passing yards they're allowing. It's pretty crazy. I think when you have a quarterback with a good wide receiver duo or just some good pass catchers in general out there, they are just going to thrive against Tampa Bay. Their pass defense is significantly worse than their rush defense. So, that's going to revolve around, a few of my plays with this right here. Minus 115, Kirk Cousins over 269.5 pass yards. I just think with this offense right here, with this wide receiver duo that he has, with him getting Kyle Rudolph into the mix right here, I just see so many options for him, and we're seeing other quarterbacks put up these numbers right here, and so Kirk Cousins absolutely 270 or more pass yards against Tampa Bay. At minus 160, Kirk Cousins over 1.5 pass touchdowns. Now look at Tampa Bay's last few games and how are they allowing people to score so much? It's not on the ground. It's really a lot of pass touchdowns right here. So I think we're going to see a lot of love to guys like Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. And I'm about to mention them right here. So at plus 110, Adam Thielen over 5.5 receptions. Now, I want to say in like half of the snaps that Adam Thielen plays, he lines up to the right. He's that right wide receiver, and so I think he's going to be seeing a lot of coverage from Carlton Davis, and I think he sees. I think his coverage gets targeted more than anybody else in Tampa Bay. So I'm definitely liking Adam Thielen for 6 or more catches in this game right here. At minus 115, Justin Jefferson over 73.5 receiving yards. So for a guy like Kirk Cousins to hit 270 or more pass yards in this game, he's got to get a lot of love to his perimeter receivers. These are the guys that truly have the best matchup in this game right here. And we've seen other quarterbacks that they're not just giving the ball to one guy. They're not just finding their favorite receiver. They're really spreading the ball out, but not so much that you got to worry about the under in this. So I'm confident in Justin Jefferson, 74 or more receiving yards at minus 115. My last play for this game at minus 115, the highest scoring half to be the second half. So Minnesota and Tampa Bay are two of the top five offenses in the second half. When it comes to a second half scoring right here. So, just one call that I have right here is that we're not really going to see this game pick up until when the teams come out of the locker room at halftime. So, the highest scoring half, the second half. So the next game that I'm looking at, hold on a sec. Next game I'm looking at is the Seahawks and the New York Jets. And kind of like Tampa Bay, the New York Jets are just allowing an insane amount of pass yards week after week. And that's just something I definitely see happening this week. It's just people kind of underrate the Jets' rush defense, but I think they are in the top half of the league when it comes to allowing rush yards, allowing rush touchdowns, and stuff like that. So, kind of like the last game I was talking about, when you're looking at a game like this, look at how teams are scoring. Look at how teams are moving the ball right here. And at minus 110, Russell Wilson over 280.5 pass yards. I think this number is crazy low for a guy that's as good as Russell Wilson against a defense that's as abysmal as the Jets right here. So Wilson's going to have a lot of love. He's going to probably get close to this mark in the first half right here. I think we're going to see some crazy stuff from him. So yeah, that's how Seattle has to move the ball. I don't think Chris Carson's going to be the dude to do that right here. And I got some plays that I really like looking at this Seattle pass game. At minus 110, DK Metcalf over 76.5 receiving yards. So Metcalf is probably going to get some coverage from Lamar Jackson, the other Lamar Jackson. And I think Metcalf is 2/10 of a second faster than he is. When you're looking at like a 40-yard dash time. So I think he's going to blaze past him. I think he can get these yards in the first half right here. And with Seattle, possibly adjusting to more of a pass game than a rush game against the Jets, I just see a lot of love for these fast wide receivers right here. At minus 115, Tyler Lockett over 62.5 receiving yards. Just like the last game I was looking at, when you have a quarterback with a great wide receiver matchup that's more favorable than the run game, he's going to get a lot of love. He's going to give a lot of love to his favorite receivers, the guys that are going to get open. And Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are like a star wide receiver duo in this. Maybe they haven't been turning it on week after week like as a duo, like, we might have seen earlier, but I definitely think this is a week that we're going to see it from them. At plus 130, possibly my favorite play on this whole slate, Tyler Lockett, over 5.5 receptions. Now, hear me out. Um, just talking about that Jets rush defense right here. They're kind of stingy. They don't allow a lot of rush yards. They don't allow a lot of rush touchdowns. So let's say Seattle has the lead at the second half. What do they want right here? They want that clock to hit 0. They want the game to be over, and they want to get that W right there. But in the second half, if Seattle's not able to rush the ball to kill the clock right there, they're going to find another way to do it. And instead of getting a bunch of 3-and-outs, punting the ball, and getting the ball back in the New York Jets' hands, I think one way that they're going to move the chains in the second half and keep that clock running and keep the ball in bounds is by little slant routes from Tyler Lockett. I think Lockett can get 6 receptions in the second half, and I think he can get the yardage in the first half. So I just think Lockett's in for a huge game in the second half. Instead of typical teams rushing the ball to get first down after first down to kill the clock or whatever, just that kind of same thing, but 3 yards to Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett down at the line of scrimmage. Another pass to Tyler Lockett for a first down. Things like that. I see a lot of work for him in that second half right there. So that's my Seattle and New York plays right there. Next up, I'm looking at Dallas and Cincinnati. At minus 120, Ezekiel Elliott over 73.5 rush yards. This number's a little high for me right here. I kind of wish this would have been around like the 63 range or something like that. But when you look at the last 3 running backs to take on Cincinnati, I want to say Myles Gaskin, Wayne Gallman, and Antonio Gibson. Each of these guys have been able to put up 90 yards against Cincinnati right here. So I think Ezekiel Elliott is absolutely on the talent level of these guys, if not better. I think he should be able to get these yards. Cincinnati over their last 3 games. So ever since Burrow's been out, the Bengals averaged the least amount of points in the lead. So I don't think it'll be crazy to see the Cowboys ahead at halftime and utilizing a heavy rush game in the second half to really try to kill the clock. And Zeke's going to be the main beneficiary of that kind of game plan right there. So I definitely like Zeke over 73.5 rush yards. My last play right here that I want to mention is the Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at minus 110. The Saints first half spread minus 3.5. So second half or the second quarter's over, we're at halftime, and the Saints are ahead by 4 or more points. With Philly starting Jalen Hurts, you don't know what offense to expect from them. But with this stingy Saints defense, they're not letting teams run the ball. They're not letting quarterbacks throw the ball. They're not allowing a ton of points either. So I feel like with the Eagles, they're just not really going to get a lot going this week, and I definitely like the Saints to be ahead by 4 or more at the end of the first half. So those are my 11 plays right there. I want to hit 6 of them. I want to hit all of them, but just for the sake of profiting right there, I like to hit at least half. So if any of those don't make any sense, please leave me a comment in my comment section. I want that clarity right there for me and for anybody watching this video right here. I think everybody deserves it right here. So yeah, let's go win this money. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace out.